Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. With me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm Cameron Woolley. So we got some events ahead of us. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks on a milestone.
Hard fought, man.
Just a well-played NBA championship. Just want to go out there. I believe Giannis was named Finals MVP. I mean, with the numbers he put up, dude, he dropped 50 in Game 6 last night.
I mean, what more can you ask of the guy? Nothing.
I don't know.
Nothing.
Learn how to shoot threes, I guess. I don't know.
Well, then what? He would have like 70? Like what?
Dude, Giannis, I'm so glad that he's finally getting his due. Because for years it was all about, oh, he's great, but if he had a shooter, the team would succeed in the playoffs. And they made a trade for Drew Holiday. 3 first-round picks. It was a steep cost. Everyone was laughing at them.
Well,
but Drew Holiday, major part of this championship team, and I mean major part.
No risk, no reward, my friends. Sometimes you got to give up a lot to get a lot.
Very high risk.
Yes.
Very high risk, but the reward is, well, it's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, hoist the trophy last night. That's it.
It was so refreshing to see an NBA Finals between two likable teams with likable rosters.
You mean a team not named Miami or
Cleveland or Los Angeles?
Yeah, or Los Angeles, yeah.
Or Golden State.
Right. Yeah.
The thing is, like, the only problem with those Golden State teams is that they won too much.
Right.
Like, sure, they had Kevin Durant, but they were a likable team. But
yeah,
again, winning will make anybody hate anyone.
Except for the team except for the city that was the team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're fine with it.
Yeah, it was refreshing to see an NBA Finals between two, refreshing teams.
Yeah. And
with likable players, whoever won, I was going to be happy because if the Suns won, it would have been Chris Paul.
Everyone loves the Suns.
Yeah, nobody really dislikes the Suns. Like, I don't really know who would really dislike them. I mean, Clippers fans, maybe.
Maybe
Clippers fans because they got knocked out in the Western Conference Final by them.
Right.
But I mean,
yeah. Otherwise, yeah. I got no hate for either of the two teams. I mean, I had no stake either. So
yeah, nobody really has a stake. I don't really have a stake in any of the NBA Finals because the Knicks are typically out before that point.
Right. Well, they're improving. You watched them. You actually watched them this year. It's great.
Improving. I mean, they look.
You actually
watched great for the future.
Yeah.
I mean, Damian Lillard, apparently he wants out of Portland, and dude, if the Knicks get him, I'm telling you, I'm pushing. Like, I'd make a play for Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
I would go out there and I'd make a play for him, definitely.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's stop talking about basketball. I just want to congratulate the Bucks.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, we had to talk about that.
Great series by them.
Well played. Went 6. And,
went 6. First, we're also going to talk about the Yankees. Let's just get kind of the minor stuff out of the way before we get to the real bulk of this episode.
Okay.
The New York Yankees, 8-3 in their last 11. They've been playing some good ball lately, and with scrappy guys.
And yet,
scrappy guys. A lot of guys hurt. They were ravaged by COVID. Judge, Urshela, Loizaga, Cortez, 4 key parts of this team.
Yeah.
Were ravaged. They had to go out there with a beat-up bullpen, and they've won. So they're 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
They won a series against Boston.
They did.
Both of their wins coming on primetime national TV. Garrett Cole absolutely shoving, and I think he's kind of starting to stabilize.
He's figured it out. He doesn't.
He's kind of.
It's like, I don't need this stuff.
He's kind of progressing back to the mean.
Okay. So you're not scared anymore.
I'd like to see.
What happened to he stole $300 million. He needs the spider tack.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
All right. Well, no, that's good.
Shut up. I mean,
it's good.
I mean, it's great stuff.
He figured it out.
It's good for him. I'm rooting for him, obviously.
Sure. But it's COVID, man.
This COVID. I don't know, dude. Hey, that 2019, the Yankees were ravaged by injuries. They start playing great.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, can a bunch of guys just get injured and
dude, Greg Allen. Awesome? Dude, Greg Allen came up, and now all of a sudden, like, they're saying he's the starting center. Really, easily is the starter.
Yep.
He should be starting, like, left or center until, like, somebody comes up who's better to replace him.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's versatile, But the last game, Sunday night, right? Sunday night baseball.
Well, the
Was it
last game
Sunday
was
night or
actually
was it-
last night.
Okay.
Last night was the last game they
We'll-
played
we'll-
against the Phillies, and
Let's go to that. Let's go to that game first. I'm checking out the score.
let's look at the box score in
Yeah.
this one.
Oh, we missed Yankees Topac night.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, Greg
So,
Allen, 2 for 2, or 1 for 2.
1
Two
for 2
walks.
with 2 walks. He got on base.
Yeah.
He got on base and he can run. Esteban Florial, congratulations, his first home run
Yeah,
of his major league career. They got to keep him up there,
yeah,
especially because he's left-handed.
yeah. Can they
Left-handed bats. That's something
can they
that
replace
need.
Tyler Wade and Roughneck Odor now? Can
Dude,
they call a couple kids up?
They called up Hoy Park, but they're benching him. They have him benched. Also, by the way, Trey Ambergy got called up and then promptly screwed up his hamstring.
Yeah, well, went too hard. Take it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, Brett Gardner hit a home run last night.
yeah, Brett
fourth.
Gardner, and then he'll disappear for the next.
Batting a healthy
Month.
191.
Very healthy, very healthy.
And Domingo. Well,
The Domingo Román has been.
is he
ass.
done?
Yeah.
Is he done? That's it.
I'm giving him one chance this year, and this on top of him being a shitbag of a human being.
Right. 2 earned runs. How many pitches did he throw? 70. It's 70 pitches in 4
Very
innings.
very bad outing.
Yeah. So the win goes to Luis Sessa, who came in after him.
Yeah.
Um,
Chad Green pulling another Houdini act.
he did.
It's like human fire extinguisher.
He did.
Like
And-
Chad Green never comes in the easy situations.
Well, that's the guy you
Like
want.
Chad, he always comes in with traffic and he shoves.
That's the guy you
When
want.
it's simple, the guy shoves. He's one of those guys who knows that his stuff is great. He knows that his stuff can overpower hitters.
Yep.
And he gave them his best fastball.
He
And
did. And they whiffed twice. So
yeah,
and
very great.
2.76 ERA. I just saw. Unfortunately, O'Day's day is done. He's out for the season.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
Unfortunately, one of my favorite players, but
On the Orioles,
coming
yeah.
out, yeah, former
He
Oriole.
was Zach Britton's setup man.
Yeah, for sure.
And Zach Britton coming in struggling quite a bit, but he got a double play ball, which you know well. Like you know Zach Britton's double play ball as well, and
Sure. Yeah, when his pitches are working, all the balls go on the ground. Thankfully.
his pitches have not been working at all this year. Again, he's been hurt like 3 separate times. I
Yeah.
think he's a sell candidate either at the deadline or in the offseason.
Yeah.
Aroldis Chapman came in. Andrew McCutcheon hit a home run, and that was off a really good pitch. I can't even be
Okay.
pissed. I can't even be pissed
Sure.
at Chapman for that home run that he gave up against McCutcheon. That was just a great piece of hitting. It was 100 on the inside part of the plate.
Right.
and
He caught up to it somehow.
Like if you can somehow hit that, you can't really blame him for that. And he looked great. Aside from that, he looked great. After that, he just kind of snapped into it. Like something went off in his
Right.
head.
It's like, oh,
Some
wait.
neuron connected.
He got pissed.
Like
maybe
the
I don't know.
neuron that was disconnected
Right.
ended up reconnecting
Okay.
after that, and he was throwing like 102, 103.
yeah.
I don't think I saw a single fastball go under 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Like that, he was ridiculous. He struck out Bryce Harper, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was Bryce Harper, and
And
actually no, it was Rhys Hoskins who struck out
yeah.
against him.
And then ball game over. Yankees win.
Yankees
the
win.
Yankees win. Okay.
Really good stuff. Although I will say one thing. Actually, before I say that one thing, I just want to give a quick shout out to Rougned Odor. He's been hitting great. Like for last month, it's something that nobody talks about. He's been a really good stopgap for whenever so and so gets hurt.
So give him some cred.
I'm giving him a lot of credit. On the season, he has a higher WRC plus than DJ LeMahieu, which is insane.
Absolutely, it is.
And when he's hot, that swing works perfectly for Yankee Stadium. It's an uppercut swing. He's left-handed. He hits the ball really hard. He has like a 9% barrel rate, which is nearly 1 in every 10 of his at-bats.
Okay, it's good.
Like he lands a barrel, he hits the ball hard.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe he hits well. If the Yankees, God willing, the Yankees make the playoffs, he could be a really good bench bat.
Yeah.
And he's a really good teammate, from what I heard. He's kind of the hype man. He's always out there checking on players who get hurt. That guy is
All right, so you say
essentially the
he's got
clubhouse.
X factors.
Yes.
Okay.
There are X factors to him that, on paper, on stat sheets, on
Doesn't show up.
on
Heart.
Fangraphs,
You can't.
like
You
on
can't.
Fangraph sites, and sure, baseball is a sport that you can mostly quantify,
Sure.
but
Sure.
you cannot quantify some of those things.
There's no
and
Bill James stat for heart and
Yes.
an X factor.
There's no Bill James stat for locker room chemistry,
Yeah.
although give it 10 years, there'll probably be
There'll be a stat cast for heart.
a weighted locker room chemistry added plus stat, and then there's going to be an expected weighted locker room chemistry added plus stat, which people are going to judge as the be all end all of how good a teammate someone is.
Yeah, well, I mean that's like D&D, like charisma. You roll the
Yeah.
20, bam, 20 charisma.
Yeah.
20 heart, 20 teammate factor, clubhouse, clubhouse character. Yeah. I bet they will
Is
be
that
able
the
to.
first D&D reference that any of us
I
have
think
made
so.
on the
It's
show?
got- it's gotta
oh my
be.
god.
It's gotta be.
How have we not made a D&D reference?
I don't know. They just D&D and sports don't really mix. They don't really cross paths.
I mean, a lot of people play D&D. A lot of people you wouldn't expect
sure.
to play D&D.
Sure. Did I ever tell you about the time I had to deliver a case of Magic cards to 100 pens? Did I ever tell you that story?
Oh my god.
So I was he was playing for the Giants, and we'd become friends. And I get a text from him. He's like, "Hey man, you coming to the game tonight?" I was like, "Yeah." He's playing. They were playing the Mets. I was like, "Yeah. I wanted to come. I wanted to come see you play. I was planning on coming up." It's like, "Hey, before you come up, can you go to like a hobby store, or a card store, or wherever, and can you pick up a case of Magic cards, Magic the Gathering?"
Oh my god.
At first, he wanted to get me to get three boxes. I was like, "Well, that's a lot." But he's like, "No, just one. I just need one. We're gonna do, me and some of the guys, on the flight home, we're gonna play, and I need the cards." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever you want, man." Totally. So I went over. I believe I went over to Hobby Masters in Red Bank when that was around.
I know that place.
Yeah, because
did they shut down?
yeah, they're not there anymore.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
kidding me.
Yeah, RIP Hobby Masters and Toy Masters.
Oh,
And at first he was like, "Hey man, does the stash carry Magic cards?" Like, no, those guys don't play Magic. There's no Magic in there. So I had to go to Hobby Masters. Picked up a box. It's about $100, I think, for the whatever the.
did he
box.
reimburse you?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, I told him he didn't have to. I was like, "Come on, man. Like, I'll trade you for a bat or something." I should have said, but. And I'm like, "Well, how do I get these two? Like, I just can't throw them over the dugout, right?" Like, he's like, "Hey, well, come early, go to this window, and we'll have an on-field batting practice pass for you." I was like, "Holy crap, that's awesome!"
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
You ever go to the
that
game
is
and like it's all roped off in front of behind the home plate, and there are people watching back there, and they look like super rich?
I never got to a game early enough to watch batting practice.
Oh, ever?
No. I haven't gone to a lot of Yankee. I've only been to 4.
Oh, dude, I always go to batting practice.
I've told the story of like a lot of Yankee games I've gone to.
Yeah.
But I've told the story of 3 of them.
Yeah. Oh,
except for my
man.
first one. Which not a lot really happened in that first one. Although it was funny, it's in 2012 when the Yankees and Orioles are neck and neck, and
right.
the Yankees killed them like 12-3 or something like that. Robinson Cano hit a grand slam.
He did. Yeah, I remember. But yeah, so I was on field for batting practice, which was like really like on the field, on the grass, by the cage.
my
Like, this is
God.
awesome. And then I had him in like a book bag. I was like, "Hey man," he came up to me. He's like, "Hey man, what's up? You got him?" And I was like, it was like a drug deal. I was like, "Yeah, man."
I wonder how many people there thought you were making a drug deal.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was giving like Andro or like whatever,
like giving like
juice.
Quaaludes or something like that.
And amphetamines. So actually, I guess they had a rule. He's like, it's like, "You can't hand me, like, I got a clubhouse guy coming over," and I gave him to him.
Oh my
but he was
God.
real appreciative. So it was it was cool. We got a picture together on field at batting practice. It was cool. It was cool. I would do
Great
it. I would
stuff.
gladly do it again. I would gladly do it again.
Hey, that's a hell of a story that you could. I tell you, it's like gatherings where you're meeting people for the
Oh,
first
yeah,
time.
yeah.
You could get a lot. You're getting a lot of mileage.
I'll get
out
some
of that
cred.
Story.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll get some
Like
cred.
you are getting.
Well, I mean,
like,
that's
like those stories that like people have where every time they tell them they hit.
Yeah.
That is one of those stories. It's like, oh yeah, I delivered Magic the Gathering cards to a Major League
Baseball player during batting practice. Like who does that? So who does that? So it was cool. I can't remember. I think he went like 1 for 4 that night, and I think they won. I I think they beat the Mets.
Well, wasn't this in the middle when the Giants were really good?
This was 2017, so it was kind of a down year. It's a down year for
This
them.
was after their.
Yeah, they're doing well now. Although I just checked the standings, they're only one game ahead of the Dodgers. So
Jeez.
you better watch.
Dude, the San Francisco, they are really good.
They are.
Like this year, like I did not expect this.
No.
Well, nobody expected
nobody
expected Kevin Gossman to be this.
I did, but they didn't keep him. That former Oriole.
Yeah, former. Well, of course you'd expect it because former Oriole turned Cy Young. I know that face. I know that face.
First round draft pick. Like, what are you gonna do?
First round draft pick, mediocre in Baltimore, ends up getting traded.
Yeah, it happens. Hello, Dylan
ends
Bundy.
Up getting traded. They sell low.
Right.
They sell low.
Hello, Dylan Bundy. Hello, what's his face in Chicago at the 2 no-hitters.
Jake Arrieta.
I mean, time and time again.
Andrew Miller.
He didn't come up through their system though. I think they traded for they got him from Cleveland. I think.
No. I think they might have got him from Boston.
I think you're right. Got him from Boston.
They got
helped him with the playoff push.
They got him from
Then
Boston.
Then he ended up re-signing with the Yankees after because they didn't want to.
Yeah.
They didn't want to pony up. They should have. He was good. He was real good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
My God, dude, Andrew Miller and Zach Britton in their prime.
Oh yeah, it was great.
In that bullpen, oh my God. You gotta wonder if Buck goes to Miller instead of Jimenez in that wild card game, hypothetically.
Why didn't he?
No, the 2016 was when Andrew Miller was on the Indians.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man. Anybody but well, dude, Buck, what are you doing? I'm still shaking my head. Oh well.
It's like I bring that up every week.
That's baseball.
It's like I do. I know I'm tapping into a very traumatic.
Oh sure. Well,
your sports fandom.
We both have trauma, so
we're both Devils fans.
We're both Devils fans.
We're both Devils fans.
For sure.
One last thing I want to say about the Yankees. I'm still very bearish on these guys. They have had runs before. They have had good stretches where I've been pulled back in.
Yeah.
And I will admit, I am feeling quite like a little bit of gravity. I am feeling a little bit of confidence, considering that this is a different cut of guys.
Right.
But I am still very bearish. I still think they're going to come back down to earth.
Well, here's the other thing. They're playing pretty well. 8-3 in their last 11. They have not gained any ground.
They're 7. Well, because every other team in there, because the division's a bloodbath.
It is. Boston is 57-38. Tampa Bay
57-39, right up their ass.
And
Toronto, they have.
I mean, they
have the son of Godzilla over there. So.
Right.
Well, actually, I'm not going to compare Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to that tire fire of a movie.
Yeah.
Like through the bad Godzilla. No.
Yeah.
No.
Which one? The Matthew Broderick one?
No. Son of Godzilla was a really bad one. That was
right.
like I'd put that down there with the Matthew Broderick one, but the Matthew Broderick one is the
awful.
Worst. No. Vladimir Guerrero is hitting like Final Wars Godzilla.
Right.
Like the 2004 where Toho bought the rights to the Matthew Broderick Godzilla just to have their version of Godzilla kick his ass in like a 5-second fight scene.
Right.
I tell you, Godzilla.
They got Baltimore. They're 26 games back.
And what happens when those prospects come? Although the Yankees farm has been, like the value of that farm has increased a lot this year. Organizationally, as a whole, like from top to bottom, excluding their major league team, the Yankees have, like the player development has been amazing.
Yeah,
Jason Dominguez doesn't know how to base run, but the raw talent is.
You can teach that. You can teach base running.
Like you can teach base running. You can teach guys how to slide.
Right.
Also, Jason Dominguez is 18 years old, and like
he can learn.
Well, again, we don't know what backgrounds he came from. We don't know what stuff they taught him.
Sure.
Like when he was old. Did he have to slide?
Right.
Like,
maybe he didn't. He just hit the ball out.
Like,
you never have to
slide. Did he have to slide?
That's a good point.
Like the guys didn't have the arm strength. Like he was just built different.
Excellent point, my friend.
Literally built different.
Yeah.
But Yankee prospects have been doing like when Jason Dominguez is in Somerset, I'm gonna go see a game.
Oh yeah.
Which that might happen this year. It's definitely gonna happen next year.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless they skip him into Scranton, which would be. I mean, as a fan, I'm not opposed to it, but as someone who wants to go see him, I'll make a trip to Somerset to see a prospect.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Okay,
make a
fair
trip.
enough.
I wouldn't make a trip to Dunder Mifflinville to see.
that's a 3-hour drive, my friends.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour drive to like Scranton, Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah.
The gas is too expensive for me to do that, and
right.
I don't know how to pump my own gas. Believe me, I tried it.
Did you?
Yeah.
When?
When I was in Pennsylvania, I was going back.
That's right. I forgot you took that trip last week.
I was like, you know what? I'm thinking about filling up my tank.
Okay, wait.
No,
where did you go wrong? All right. I thought
I grew up in New Jersey.
So you've never had to pump your gas?
I've never had to pump my gas.
Okay, ever.
And it is like a lot of people in New Jersey think it's a privilege to not have to pump your own gas.
Sure.
But the moment you're out of state, it is a nightmare.
Right.
Like I put in my car and I didn't know what happened. I got pulled to trial. I don't know. I don't know. I plead the fifth on this one.
I mean,
like from any point forward, I plead the fifth.
Okay. I
plead the fifth.
Assume you're going to leave the state again at some point in your car. You should probably learn. I would gladly teach you. It's
oh no! My mom. Like I called my mom when I was at the gas.
God.
Like I had a couple of my friends. I'm like, Mom, how do I pump my own gas?
And nobody knew. And I assume you had friends with you.
Yeah, they were all in New Jersey, and none of them had licenses.
Right. Wow,
why do you think I got stuck with driving?
Because you have your license and a car.
Yes.
Wow.
I have my license and I have a car.
That's amazing. And wow, so you figured it out?
No, I didn't figure it out.
I mean, did one of the attendants end up doing it for you?
No, I don't like asking people.
That's
for
their job,
help.
though. And I'm sure I assume.
But they would have looked at me funny. They would have been like, "Oh, another peasant from New Jersey who can't pump his own gas." You think I want to deal with that embarrassment? I was having a Seinfeld moment.
I'm assuming you were near the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border. They must get that all the time.
I was in the. I didn't know how far.
Okay.
In I was to Pennsylvania.
All right. Well, it's a good skill to learn, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course, it's a good skill to learn. It's a skill that only we New Jerseyans have to learn.
Shoot, I wish you would have documented this whole thing. I would have loved to watch you fumbling around, confused. Like, what do this do? Yeah, that would be awesome. Anyways, another 4-game set against the Red Sox
at Fenway Park. Although we still got a game tonight against the Phillies, and last night I will say, like, did you get the reply that I tagged you in on Twitter, the video that I posted? Because last night I made a bet that if the Yankees won the game last night, I would eat grass. And
did you eat grass? How did I miss this?
Look at my Twitter. Okay. Look at my Twitter.
Okay, I'm heading there now.
Look at my
which you should be following at Cam Woolley Show.
Yes, follow my Twitter at Cam Woolley Show. It's where the bulk of my content comes from.
Yes, okay.
You get to see all the knee-jerk reactions.
And actually, I guess I could pull that up here too. But I mean, you know what you tweeted already.
Yeah.
So let's see. Now you have to. Oh wait. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You gotta like play the video with the audio because the audio is what makes it.
Oh. All right.
Hello.
I'm Cameron Woolley.
No. Skip ahead like to the 30-second mark.
Okay.
So, anyways, bottoms up.
Oh my god.
I'm playing New York.
Oh, I got your wait. All right, you're still chewing. You're still chewing.
Grass, you need to break it down
I
in
mean,
order to swallow it.
It's why cows. Oh wait, you're going back for more? You no one said you had to eat the whole plate. This is great.
I didn't finish the whole plate.
Okay. I mean, no one said you had to.
Yeah.
You went back for more?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Like I think what makes it is New York.
Did you say it was sour?
Yes, it's sour.
Wait, so where did you get this grass?
My backyard.
Okay, you have a dog, right? His name is Gribble.
Yes, I have a
Dog,
dog.
I imagine you take it out in the backyard.
He did not piss on the grass.
You don't know that.
From what I know, that dog
Or
did not
do
piss
anything
on the
else
grass.
on the grass.
I don't want to think that that dog pissed on my
Okay,
grass.
I'm
that
just-
I ate.
Okay, I'm just saying, you know. Yeah. Hey, you took one for the team. They won.
Yes.
You made a promise.
Yes, and
you
and-
kept
and-
up with
and-
this promise.
And I will do crazy
Wow.
things with my body if it means that this team will win a World
yeah,
Series.
I saw that. Is there a Jacoby Ellsbury jersey in your future too? That
If the Yankees make the
Yankee
playoffs,
makes
I will
playoffs,
buy a
I will
Jacoby.
buy a Jacoby
Although I
Ellsbury
did not
jersey.
say that it had to be one with the name on the back. I could just get a 22
Sure.
and I could pass it off as a Greg Allen jersey.
sure. Yes, you can. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. Anyways, but
Is Greg Allen staying on this team?
he should.
Okay,
On what planet should he not be on this
that's
team?
what I'm asking you.
I'm pretty sure it's the planet that Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone are
Well,
living on, and
right.
that's say, you know what, we like Gardy better than Greg Allen. I tell you, the
What?
I tell you, the
Including photos.
entire world could be destroyed in a nuclear apocalypse, and the only thing left standing would be Brett Gardner jogging out to where left field in Yankee Stadium was,
Or banging on top of the dugout with a bat. Yes.
and swinging and missing at imaginary fastballs down the heart of the plate.
Yeah. Sure. All right. Well, I mean, jeez, how long has Brett Gardner been on this team? He's been a staple, and he's never.
A while since I was in like kindergarten, like 2009, I think was his,
Sure.
like he's the last guy remaining from that '09 team.
Wow.
What's funny is that they forced A-Rod to retire in 2016, but Gardy has been hitting worse.
Oh,
And A-Rod was 4 home runs away from 700.
right. Brett Gardner never brought any drama to the team.
The fan base hates him.
Yeah,
The fan
exactly.
base hates him now.
Exactly.
I'm sure the moment he retires that he'll be beloved again because people will remember how good he was, but
Yeah.
he's not good anymore anyways. So
Oh, this is-
tonight, Ming, a familiar face for you is starting for the Yankees. Asher Wojciechowski. And Aaron Boone saying the season's on the line is starting Asher Wojciechowski
Right.
in a game where the momentum will carry into Fenway Park in a 4-game set against the Boston Red Sox.
Yes. Again, and the Phillies are not no slouches either, so they're
Yeah, they're breathing down the neck of the Mets.
They are oddly enough. So, yeah, tough week ahead. 4 against the Red Sox, 3 against the Rays. These are no pushovers. These
Yeah.
games count in the division. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck to the
Yeah.
Yankees. They got some fresh blood in there. They're playing good. So
Yeah, they're playing some good ball. No, that would be great. But anyways, let's move on.
let's
to,
move on.
Let's move on to oh man, let's talk some hockey.
do it.
Hockey. Let's talk some hockey. The NHL expansion draft is happening tonight, but Frank Saravelli
Spoiled it.
leaked the entire. I think he leaked the entire roster.
Okay. Did
The names I recognize.
okay.
From Chicago, former Devils failed prospect John Quenneville.
Yep.
Got taken on from Colorado, Jonas Donskoy.
Okay.
From the Dallas Stars, Jamie Alexiak. From Nashville, Calle Yarncrook. From Calgary, big name, Mark Giordano. Got taken from Edmonton, Adam Larson.
Adam, well, that's a familiar. Really?
Adam Larson, you know, he's built a decent career for himself. A
Yeah.
good stay-at-home, second-pairing defenseman. He'll
Yeah.
probably be a top-pairing guy in
I mean,
Seattle.
but he was supposed to be a great, like,
He
legendary
was supposed to be a great, when he was saying,
with the
hey,
Devils.
hey, we got one insane season out of Taylor Hall
Sure.
from him.
Sure.
So, hey, just think about him as the asset that got us Taylor
Right.
Hall. Okay? The only Hart winner in Devils history.
Like Frank, yeah. Sources tell have the Democrats have not selected Carey Price for Montreal.
Yeah, Carey Price was left exposed. You know why? Because he has an $11 million cap hit
Yeah,
in
so
a
they-
year
yeah.
where the cap is probably going to stay flat.
Right. So they knew he wasn't. There's no way they were going to take him.
And Jared McCann, guy who was just traded for by the Maple Leafs, got taken off their hands immediately.
Yeah.
So
Wow. All right. Sounds like the 3 goaltenders selected will be Chris Treger,
if you take
Vitek Vanacek, and
Joey.
Joey Deckard. Okay.
So some of our big names from the Tampa Bay Lightning, Yanni Gord.
Yep.
An essential depth piece to that team. He'll be given the opportunity to have a bigger role. Good for him.
Oh man, that'd be fun putting together this draft for if we were in Seattle. You got hired.
my-
Yeah,
well,
you have this much monopoly money,
Yes.
and you can't spend more than this. Go, and then these are the players that you can take.
Well, I kind of like what they're doing. They weren't going for the big names. They went with the smart money.
Sure.
They're buying low, and I like that they're not giving in to the pressure that was put on them from Vegas,
Yep.
because everyone's kind of expecting, like, the expectation for an expansion team coming into a sport, especially hockey, was screwed up
Right.
all sorts of ways by Vegas, who made the Stanley Cup Finals in their first ever year of existing.
Yeah,
And
but this is
I kind of
cool.
like they're
We're-
buying low. They're going with the smart plays.
Yeah.
I'm from the Pittsburgh Penguins, Brandon Tanev.
Okay.
From the New York Islanders, Jordan Eberle. Very,
Interesting.
very solid guy.
Yeah.
From the Columbus Blue Jackets, Max Domi.
Yeah.
Some very
Or
great
not Max
stuff.
Domi. They're Gavin
no.
Bayreuther.
Shit.
Not Max Domi.
Not Max. Oh man.
Devils. Who do you think they're who do you, who are
Oh,
we-
well,
who are
the
we
pick
saying
was
goodbye
already
to?
leaked. Pick
Oh,
was already
okay.
leaked.
Survey says.
Nathan Bastian
Oh, okay. I mean,
plucked away. Some people are kind of pissed off because, like, oh no, you're separating McLeod and Bastian. It's like, dude, grow up. I am not gonna cry.
not- yeah, they're
I
they're
am
not
not
lighting any rings
I
on
am not
fire.
even gonna put any emotion into this because he's a bottom six winger. He's a fourth liner.
sure.
Who and in regards to McLeod, he can grow up. He's a professional. He just got a extension for a couple years, not a lot of money, but still a
Right.
2-year extension.
Yeah.
He's he was good in his role. McLeod was, and you know what? For the next guy they're gonna get in regards to who's gonna replace him on that side, he'll probably be here in a couple weeks in free agency because bottom six, fourth line wingers come at not a very large premium.
Right.
Like, you can go in, you can buy real low on those guys.
Yeah. But you know, not a huge loss though for
Yeah,
New Jersey. so-
especially with Andreas Janssen and Will Butcher available.
Yeah.
My God, I was kind of pissed off that they left Janssen unprotected.
Right.
Alas,
But I like what Frank Cervelli says. We're literally watching the birth of a hockey team, which is kind of
Yep.
cool.
also poor ESPN having they're broadcasting the expansion draft on ESPN too. This is the first broadcast for hockey that ESPN is doing in a long time, and it would have been great to watch. I mean, my plans for the evening were ruined because of this. Like, I was gonna sit there, I was gonna watch the expansion draft, I
Right.
was gonna live tweet about it, I was gonna
Yep.
react to it, I was gonna talk with my friends. But you know, there's still something that we can take from this. We don't know what other teams bribed Seattle with
Right.
to not take the guys that
That they-
were both. Who knows? The Devils might have given a little something to Seattle to not take Janssen,
Right.
and ignore those other guys. So maybe we might see something happen tonight in terms of trades.
Yep.
These next couple days are going to be crazy. It already has been insane. Everyone's panicking. They're trying to make moves. They're like, I love expansion draft season. This is so fun.
Yeah. We get to see.
Because everyone's moving players, moving pieces to get cap space, and then the cap space that they flip so many assets. They're like day traders.
Yeah.
They are moving so much,
Yeah.
so many pieces in so little time. Dude, Ryan Ellis got traded to the Flyers. A very good defenseman. Ryan Ellis got traded to
Yep.
the Flyers. And the Rangers, they traded for Barclay Goodrow, and they dealt off Brett Howden, which sucks because Brett Howden sucks. And now the Rangers are supposedly thinking about extending Barclay Goodrow. They're keeping him available in the expansion draft. It's everything. Even though Goodrow wasn't even taken in the expansion draft. Colin Blackwell was the guy who was taken. Although, who knows, maybe the Rangers might have bribed Seattle not to take Barclay Goodrow. But who knows? It is just insane. I can't wait to see how this pans out. These next, like, once the roster freeze is kind of thawed out, and players can start and teams can start moving assets again,
Yeah.
this is going to be crazy. Between this and the draft, there are going to be so many trades, free agencies coming up. There's guys like Gabriel Landeskog. We don't know if he's going to be re-signed by the Avalanche. Dougie Hamilton, I've heard the Devils are thinking about making a run at him. Right shot defenseman, analytical darling. Top pair guy, still in his prime. Really good stuff. Team thinking about making a push. Those guys, they're kind of on the up and up. Who knows?
Yeah.
Then the Devils even made a move. They traded for a really good second pairing defense. They traded for Ryan Graves from the Colorado Avalanche. Again, a result of a team being desperate. They wanted to get something for Graves because he would have been taken in the expansion draft. He was left unprotected. They couldn't protect him.
Right.
And the Devils gave off one of their extra second-round picks. I believe it was the second-round pick that they got in the Andy Green trade. I believe it was the second they got for the Andy Green trade. And it was really good stuff. Good defensive defenseman, a sound option. No, he is just good.
Graves bolsters the Devils' defense that finished among the 5 worst in the league in goals against.
But he shoots
Power plays
a
goals
lot.
against.
He shoots, and he shoots. He's a shot taker. I've heard they're going to put him on a pairing with Subban, to kind of cancel out that weakness.
Right.
I think Graves and Subban would work really well. And now will bring up Ty Smith to be able to play with Damon Severson again.
Yeah.
Which would be amazing.
Finished lowest in penalty kill percentage in the NHL last season. So
wow, that bad.
It's bad.
And Alain Nasruddin still has a job. Somehow Alain Nasruddin still has a job on this team. It is just terrible.
In the NHL.
Just a total disaster.
Absolutely.
And the NHL draft, the draft itself, which is also going to be insane because everyone's going to be moving everything.
Right.
Like you got Jack Eichel trade rumors. The Sabres are demanding the moon for Eichel.
Yeah.
The draft is Friday night,
I believe so, yeah.
I believe the draft is Friday night.
I believe so, yep. 23rd and 24th starts Friday night. 223 prospects.
The New Jersey Devils, let's see where they're mocked in the draft. Of course, Luke Hughes.
I think
every mock has the Devils saying, like, this draft is also going to be crazy because the boards are all, like, every team is going to have a different board because every prospect in this draft is so subjective. It is going to be awesome. And what's so fun being a Devils fan in the middle of an offseason like this is that you just get to sit back and watch.
Right.
That being a Devils fan in the regular season is frustrating. Being a Devils fan in the offseason is peaceful because we just look at the prospects, we look at the trades they make. Most of the time they're good moves when they're made. And we like them. And we just watch other teams get in cap crunches. Meanwhile, the Devils are sitting below the cap floor. I think right now they are $9 million below the cap floor. So they have to spend.
Right.
They have to spend.
They have to spend.
Like, they have to spend money, which leads you to think, like, possible extensions coming up for guys.
Yeah.
Like, who knows? Maybe they like Jack Hughes enough to give him a
this
bargain.
Early.
And, maybe buy low on him now.
Sure.
Have the value grow.
Yep. Good point. I don't know if his agent would let him accept anything. Oh, it depends on the price. Everyone has a price.
No, maybe they can extend
Or
Hughes.
plus,
Or
they signed his brother.
Like if they take his brother, then
A little discount, right?
yeah, of course. So they take his brother, it'd be great. I know if the Devils take Luke Hughes, I know that Jack had a significant.
Oh, by far.
Like he is begging them. He's screaming at them, "Yo, take my brother."
Sure, but I mean, number 4. He's. It's not like they're just taking him for the name. He's one of the best prospects.
Oh no, he's one of the. I don't know I don't know how many mingies they ate growing up.
Oh, the whole family? A lot.
That whole family
They
come from athletic parents.
They must, yeah.
They eat a lot of mingies.
A lot.
All of the Miggies. They ate a box of Miggies every morning
Yeah,
for breakfast.
pretty much. Maybe even some for lunch too. I don't know.
Yeah, their mom packed a box of Miggies for lunch.
Right. Yeah.
Like they took the milk from their school,
Right.
poured it in a bowl,
Yeah. Let it sit there.
and then they ate
And
their
then they
Miggies.
ate that. Yep. Yeah,
They
man.
ate their Miggies. And
Yeah.
you
This
know, like I don't know what is going on in that family, but they breed hockey players.
right. I mean, I think this pick is pretty much a lock.
It looks like it. Like, of all the uncertainty, there's only one pick that people are thinking is certain, and that's Luke Hughes to the Devils.
Right.
Which is great because I don't have to worry about that.
I don't want you to worry at all, but I know you worry all the time. So
There's a little part in the back of my mind that's
Sure.
like, I'm like, those pieces of shit are going to take William Eklund.
no.
I'm like, those pieces, you know, like, they're gonna take Dylan Gunther. Like, part of me thinks that that's gonna happen, but
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to the brotherly pairing, man.
I mean, hey, there are teams that can pick ahead. They're picking ahead of them that can take Luke, but I feel like if Hughes is still there
well,
for
we got, Anaheim, Seattle, and Buffalo. I mean, but Buffalo's definitely taking Owen Power.
Buffalo's taking power.
Sure.
Anaheim is the big candidate to take Hughes.
Yeah, but
Your new franchise, what do you want to do?
right, but
You want to take your friend? I think Beniers is going to Seattle.
oh, you think yeah?
Like,
he'll
I'm
go
thinking.
ahead?
I'm thinking Beniers is going to the Kraken.
Okay.
Because you want to get that center in like that.
Oh, yeah,
You want to
for
get
sure.
him immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting draft.
I can't wait.
A lot of liquid. Going to be a very liquid draft.
Can't wait.
A lot of assets
Yeah.
being thrown around.
That's awesome.
It's going to be fun. Also, you got free agency coming up. My theory is
Oh, man.
my theory is that the Devils are at least going to make a run at Dougie Hamilton. I wasn't crazy about it, but I'm very bullish on it now. I think that they're going to make a run at him. They might not sign him, but I think they're going to make a legit run at him.
I would love to see that. He would be welcome. He'd be a welcome player. All right, 6'6", big dude.
Big guy, but if you look, but his analytics are great. His numbers in general are great.
Yeah.
Everything is great. Just that the
Oh man. Yeah. I love it. I'd be down with that.
it's a slam dunk if they get him.
Yep. Oh man. What's gonna take to make this happen?
Just a really large
And
check
he's 28, so
in the middle of his prime.
prime.
It depends where the timeline of the team is at, but I think with the acquisition of Ryan Graves and with them below the cap floor, although there are some guys that are restricted free agents, I think they should lock up Sharon Govich.
Agreed.
Like, they should try and make a run at Sharon Govich on Kuokkanen.
Agreed.
Like, they should be signed. And no, but I think they're gonna make a run at Hamilton, and they're gonna try to make their first little push next year
Right.
with this core.
Well, so we're heading.
And you know, I kind of get that philosophy. I kind of get it, because it's like you want there to be like you want to be able to contend and be a good team while still having prospects coming up. Imagine the Devils make the playoffs next year with Alex Holtz and Luke Hughes.
Okay, I can imagine this.
No, Alex
I want
Holtz
to imagine this.
with Alex Holtz, Luke Hughes, and Dawson Mercer on the horizon, and like Riley Walsh, and Nikita Okhotyuk, Nolan Foote, guys like that,
Right, and Dougie Hamilton.
like who are on the horizon to come to this team and make it even better, while they're still making a run of things, while they're still being young.
Right.
Like, I really like how Tom Fitzgerald and company have sculpted this rebuild. Because I would not be opposed to them making a run of things next year. Betting on Hughes and Heischer making a big step. 2 first overall picks. They're both really young. Nico
Yep.
Heischer, your captain. No, they could play without Jesper Bratt, one of the most criminally underrated wingers in the league.
Sure.
Pavel Zacha, I think he's due for some regression, but I mean, if he can still produce, then that's great. Devils, I've heard they're thinking about making a push for Connor Garland, which would be cool. You know, Andreas Janssen, bounce back candidate. There's so much promise with this team. See what I mean about being a Devils fan in the offseason? It's just talking about what can be, and not
then,
what is.
And then hopefully not being disappointed once the season starts. Yeah.
Like, it's what's fun. We're talking about what can be. We're talking about what could happen.
Right. Well, let's hope it pans out, my friends, because
real fun stuff coming in the next week, in the next 2 weeks.
Real
in
fun
terms
stuff.
of hockey.
Real fun stuff. This is why hockey's
You know,
awesome.
Tom Fitzgerald, he's going to be on the prowl. You got to think he's going to be doing something.
Yeah. Where's the draft this year?
I forgot.
Secaucus. They're tuning.
The draft is.
Wait, was that? Oh yeah.
Via video card.
Yeah.
When I saw
Secaucus,
that,
New Jersey. That's where it is.
when I saw that the draft was going to be in Secaucus, I'm like, wait, Secaucus?
Yeah, from the studio. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. I was looking at you and you were like, oh, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah. If they do bring it back to the Rock, we're going.
Oh yeah.
We gotta go. Yeah, because that was fun, man.
Oh, dude.
I got to go in 2013. That was fun.
Yeah, you got to play street hockey.
I had street hockey, and I was there when when everyone gasped when the Devils traded their pick for Corey Schneider.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Tell you, good trade, wrong time.
Yeah.
Wrong time to make that trade. And everyone says, "Oh, it's Corey Schneider for Bo Horvat." We wouldn't know if the Devils would pick Bo Horvat. They already had a young centerman in Adam Henrique.
Yeah.
At the time.
Young, talented centerman. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The future.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. No, I don't blame them.
And
they took
then
a
they
risk.
royally missed on their prospects.
Sure.
They
did.
Lou Lamoriello is good for what the Islanders are trying to do, and Peter DeBoer's coaching style became stale after a while.
Right.
No, Peter DeBoer is a good coach until he's not. Like all hockey coaches.
Yeah, for sure.
They can't all last forever.
Yeah.
I'm like, geez, I mean, except for a few guys, like Joel Quenneville was the coach of the Blackhawks for so many years.
Yeah.
That style worked. But he also had two of the best players on the planet at the time, and Jonathan Taves and Patrick Kane.
Yeah.
He also had Duncan Keith in his prime.
Yeah, it all worked out for them. But yeah, we got 2 drafts to watch this week. That's pretty cool, man.
The expansion draft.
It's a good time to be a hockey fan.
It's good times, and then there's free agency, and then there's the buffer period between the draft and free agency. There's going to be the buffer period between the expansion draft and the actual draft.
Right.
And then the buffer period between the draft
right.
and free agency,
yep.
where teams are going to be making trades. Everyone's going to be going everywhere. It is going to be fireworks.
It's going to be nuts.
It is going to be really fun, dude. I am really excited for this offseason.
Yeah,
a lot of movement.
Sure. Yep.
A lot of movement because a bunch of teams are backed up against the cap, and the Devils have $30 million in cap space, so Tom Fitzgerald's got to get on the phone.
Yep. Start spending some money.
You got to start phoning. You got to start going after some lines.
Yeah. So just start spending some money, man.
It's going in. Well, not even like spending money, like managing your assets.
Right.
Dealing off.
Can you just get a decent defense?
Just get a decent defense.
Seriously.
Get defense and guys who can shoot.
That would be nice. That would be a nice bonus.
A decent backup goalie for Mackenzie Blackwood, because even though
you can't throw him in there every game.
Even though I have a nostalgic sentiment for Scott Wedgwood, my God, he is not it. I saw him play in Trenton. I get every single time someone mentions Scott Wedgwood, I cash in my story.
Okay, which is
back when I was like 8.
Okay.
My God, it's like almost 10 years ago. Oh my God, I was in 3rd. Oh my God. When the ECHL affiliate for the Devils was still the Trenton Titans.
Yes.
they played in Trenton. I remember I went down to that game. My mom had a coworker and her kid. We went down huge hockey fans. They had double season tickets. The same people I went to Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals in 2012 with. In Trenton, the Titans, they Scott Wedgwood was their goalie. And I remember going to a couple of games there, and Wedgwood was the starter. And sure enough, when he made his NHL debut, I'm like, oh my God, Scott Wedgwood.
Yeah,
I saw him play.
Yeah. That's cool.
12-year-old me was like, aha.
I remember him. That's funny.
I'm like, I mean me.
I'm 90 pounds. Yeah. Are you an Olympics watcher? Coming up. I mean, I'm not.
I'm not getting the
I don't even-
Olympic vibe.
I'm not either.
I'm not getting the
Post COVID.
I'm not getting. Well, I think it's gonna get canceled because everyone's getting COVID and.
Starts next week, man. I don't know, man. They're gonna cancel. They better do it quick. Starts next Friday.
And one thing I will say about the Olympics is that staying up super late at night and just watching random events is so fun.
Yeah.
And what I will say about the only event that I really care about in the Olympics, for the Summer Olympics, is basketball. And I will say in the exhibition games, Team USA has not looked good.
No, not at all. I miss the Dream Team days, though, man. Jordan, Barkley,
Dude, they have had a dream team. They've had a bunch of 7-foot-tall superhumans who shoot threes, decimate third world countries for the last 30 years. 30.
Yeah, but I do miss that.
They got baseball back. They have Olympic soccer, but I mean
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, your 1992 Dream Team.
Great club, great team. Jeez. Okay, I just want to look at that roster.
All right.
Because
we have from the Chicago Bulls.
I've never gone down a list of this roster because I'm sure I am going to be very.
We have from the Chicago Bulls: Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, John Stockton, Karl Malone from the Utah Jazz,
God.
Magic Johnson from the Lakers,
Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird.
Larry Bird from the Boston Celtics, Patrick Ewing, next Chris Mullin from Golden State,
David
the captain,
Charles Barkley,
and Charles Barkley. Yes, and then who else? Then they have Christian Laettner and
Clyde Drexler, Isaiah Thomas.
Clyde Drexler got chosen over Isaiah Thomas, and he was not happy about that.
The thing is, Isaiah Thomas.
Oh yeah, so Isaiah
Thomas was an asshole.
He was
part of the Bad Boys Pistons.
Still is, and they had to include one collegiate player, which ended up being Christian Laettner from Duke.
Instead of Shaq,
picked over LSU's Shaquille O'Neal. But
Youch! Imagine that team with Shaq on it.
Yeah.
Magic Shaq.
Yeah. And coached by Detroit Pistons coach Chuck Daly. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Anyways, the speculation that Michael Jordan would not participate if Isaiah Thomas was added to the roster.
I tell you, people talk about how LeBron has an ego. Dude,
Right.
Michael Jordan had a bigger. You could argue that he had a bigger ego than him.
Sure, but you needed Jordan on that team?
Yeah,
Like,
you
he's the
absolutely
first one.
needed Jordan on that team.
Yeah. So, I don't have any of the scores. Oh no, wait, no, yeah, I don't have any. Oh wait, no, we do have the. Do we have the? Yeah, we have the scores here. So,
Oh my God.
yeah,
They beat Cuba by 79.
yes,
Canada by 44.
Yes.
Panama by 60.
yes, Argentina
by 41. Puerto Rico by 38, and then Venezuela.
gold medal game.
The gold medal game, they beat them by 47.
Right.
Jesus.
I bet they weren't even trying. Looked like the Harlem Globetrotters out there.
Oh my God. That you could argue that was the best basketball team ever assembled.
Oh, by far, yeah. And they spread it out, man. I mean, Jordan only had, I guess,
It wasn't like the Team USA teams of now where they just fed the ball to like Carmelo Anthony and like Kevin Durant.
right.
Although even then, like now nobody goes on the Team USA. Like LeBron isn't playing for Team USA. Steph Curry isn't playing.
Right. Yeah. It's not,
Like a
yeah.
lot of great players.
Yeah.
Okay, and now in the
Oh
Olympic,
wait, the Olympic results.
Angola.
Angola.
Oh my
Let
god.
Angola scored 48
Oh my
points.
god. Some poor third world. I can tell that their country is communist by the
Oh,
by the flag.
yeah.
Oh my god, dude, 116. Jesus. Croatia put up a fight. They only lost to them by 33.
Right.
Germany lost by, oh my god.
Yeah, by 43.
Brazil.
I mean,
by
did anyone
40. Oh my
were they
God.
worried about any of these teams?
Spain by 41. And Spain typically gives. Spain is typically
Yeah.
really good at basketball. They beat Puerto Rico 115 to 77.
They did.
They beat
Lithuania.
the basketball team sponsored by the Grateful Dead, by the way, the Lithuanian basketball team.
Okay. And then
then-
the medal game against Croatia.
Croatia.
Yeah,
That was
that's
ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
ridiculous. Charles Barkley had a field goal percentage of 7-11.
Yeah, scored 18 points per game. Like he was the superstar. He scored the Jordan 14.9 points per game. Yeah, Charles Barkley played good.
They spread that ball out a lot.
Yeah, they did. They
lot.
really did. I mean, there's no one. None of these guys scored like 50 points a game or anything. So
They could have.
they could. They were
easily
holding back.
could've.
They were holding back, which
Scottie Pippen only averaged 9. David Robinson, oh my god. This is a.
yeah. Does it say?
This is the first time I'm really reading into the.
Oh,
Dream
really?
Team.
Okay, yeah.
This is the first time I'm reading into.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much they. I mean, Scottie Pippen came off the bench, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like, insane to even say, but that's pretty funny. Oh yeah. Leitner came off the bench. He didn't start any games. John Stockton came off the bench. That's
Charles Barkley had a 3-point. He shot 87.5% from 3.
And Jordan started. Jordan was the only guy who started every game. Yeah, I guess so.
Oh really? Jeez.
Interesting. Yeah, I remember. I was in high school when this happened. I was like, "Holy crap!" I was like, this is awesome. It was just fun watching them. Like, it was. Yeah, it was
But
like.
I
It was like
am going to make a very bold prediction
Okay.
right now. This Team USA will not win the gold medal.
Probably not.
Like that. This team will not win the gold medal. They are poorly constructed. Are they the most talented? Yes, but they are so poorly constructed.
Sure.
They have Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal
Yeah.
as their guards. You put one of them on the court, it's great. But when you have both of them at the same time, they are all offense. They don't play defense. As much as I love Damian Lillard, he cannot really. He's not really a guy I'd trust.
Right.
Going back on a rush the other way. And their selections were questionable. They didn't pick up Julius Randle,
Yeah.
which makes me a little pissed off. Yeah, this Team USA is not winning the gold
No,
medal.
probably not.
Absolutely not. I don't think Team USA is winning the gold medal.
I agree with you.
I don't think we're winning.
I agree with you, but
and when they get knocked out, whenever that is, there's going to be hell. And I mean, like, hell. I'm saying, like, the reaction to when we lost to Trinidad in soccer?
yes, it's gonna be like.
It's going to be, no, way worse. Because the soccer fandom in the U.S. is very tiny. It's very compact, but it's very tiny. Basketball and the Olympics, big stage.
Yes.
Everybody in the U.S. knows about basketball.
Right.
When they see those guys who are supposed to ravage those other countries and be a show of like national dominance, America, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, buddy,
Yes.
yeah. And then see them lose like that, their reaction is going to be awful. Like there is and those players are gonna have nightmares.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man. All right. Well, that's coming up next week as well.
The Olympics. Well,
We'll see what happens.
I mean, like the Olympics are kind of like that. I like the Olympics. Like it's
Yeah, I'll watch them. I like tuning in.
like I'll watch like when I'm like one thing I like doing with my dad is sitting down like on the couch and just watching the Olympics
Yeah.
nonstop. But like when they were in Rio, I remember like multiple nights just sitting on the couch.
Yeah,
Just like watching
for 2 weeks
like
at all
watching,
hours of the
watching
day.
for hours.
Right.
Like even with like I remember during the Winter Olympics in 2018 when they were in Korea. One of my friends came over for a sleepover and it was like 2 a.m. We were watching the Olympics and we were actively like watching figure skating.
Yeah.
Figure skating is super underrated sport to watch in the
Yeah.
Olympics. I remember we were watching and we were like, oh my god, like oh he messed up that jump. He messed up the spin, the triple spin.
No, the Salchow. Yeah,
Oh my
for
god.
Sure.
And then we saw this like 17-year-old snowboarder win a gold medal, which was fun.
Oh yeah.
It was cool, watching that. And like people that don't care about sports are just actively watching for
Yeah,
nothing
fun.
more than
Just
national
fun.
pride.
Swimming. I like watching swimming.
Well, swimming is fun because we've had Michael
Yeah,
Phelps for the
just
last
dominating everything and
like we had like what like in Beijing in 2008 and he won like 8 gold medals.
something like that. Yeah.
Like something ridiculous. He has some kind of record.
Yeah. So
Had to be. He broke something.
he broke a lot of records. A lot of records.
And the cool thing is that we didn't have to watch Ryan Lochte break those records.
Right.
If it wasn't him, it would have been Lochte. And Ryan Lochte is a douchebag.
Yes. Well, he got arrested and
Yep.
yeah, for sure.
What if you looked at him?
Yeah. Do you have any statement on the Aaron Rodgers Green Bay Packers drama?
Oh my god.
Just wait. It's like, come on.
What the hell is there to say? What the hell is there to say? Dude, he's not going back. Aaron Rodgers is a weird dude.
Where's he gonna go?
He operates on some sort of Jedi code. It's like, the Jedi Order where they
Sure.
did a bunch of weird shit in the
Right.
name of the Force,
They
that
did.
kind of stuff.
I remember. Yes.
The stuff that led to Anakin Skywalker turning to the dark side. I will not blame anyone but the Jedi Order for that,
Right.
by the way.
Right.
And Rodgers is kind of pissed. Well, not kind of, severely pissed.
Right. Rumor: Packers offer Aaron Rodgers a 2-year contract extension that would
Would make him the highest paid player in
5
football.
more seasons, made him the highest paid QB and player in football.
He said no.
And he said no. So that's big.
Well, they
Big.
took Eric. They took Eric Stokes
Yeah.
in the first round with
Yes,
the receivers available. And
Yes, they did.
no, that was part of the thing. He wanted weapons. He wanted help. He didn't get help.
No.
And one man can only operate on Devontae Adams for so long.
Yeah.
And I don't know who to side with in this situation. Both sides are equally right and wrong. Like the Packers, sure, they have neglected Aaron Rodgers for the last decade,
Right.
but Aaron Rodgers is kind of being a little bit of a prima donna.
Right.
Considering that these are the guys that write his paycheck, and they have given him one of the best receivers in football in Devontae Adams.
Yes.
And they extended Aaron Jones, and they extended his center. I think they extended their center. So, both sides are at fault here. It was just a bad breakup that was waiting to happen. Like, when you see a couple, like, and it's a bad, like, you see a couple, it's a bad relationship. You
Yes.
hang out with them for so long, and like they finally break up, and you're not shocked at all.
Yeah, this is it.
That is
This is it. Absolutely.
It is a bad marriage, and it's gonna go south real
Yeah.
quick. It already has gone south.
Yeah, for sure. Zach Wilson has not been signed yet.
Fully signed. Really doesn't want to play for the Jets.
Is that what the reading between the lines here is?
Really.
Okay.
Dude, who would want to play for the Jets?
Nobody. Okay. Well, all right. Good luck to you guys. So,
Yeah.
mailbag, anything? Any feedback? You can always DM at
DM me
Cam
on
Woolley
Twitter
Show.
on Twitter.
Check out the Cam Woolley Show Discord.
Yep, cool stuff. Got the blog.
You can hit me up on Twitter. There's a blog, CamWooleyShow.com.
All right, the Yankee lineup was just dropped.
Okay, who do we got?
LeMahieu, Stanton, Odor, Sanchez, Torres, Gardner, Allen, Wade, and Florial.
Okay.
You're really gonna call up Hoyt Park just to have him on the bench like that? How much they are really in love with Tyler Wade?
I guess.
And for the Phillies is Segura, Realmuto, Harper, McCutchen, Hoskins, Gregorius, Miller, Torres, and Jankowski.
Okay.
Overall, solid lineup for Baltimore.
Yeah. Look at the Asher. They don't have him in a. Yeah, they got to use the Orioles stock photo. All right. Good luck.
So funny.
Good luck up. Good luck in the Bronx, Asher.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Former Orioles pitcher.
Former Orioles pitcher. Yeah. Watch, he's gonna win the Cy Young next year. That throw no hitter. Lead them to the World Series this year.
It'd be Garrett Cole's number 2.
Yes.
Or he'd make Garrett Cole his number 2.
I wouldn't be shocked. Why? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh man. You got anything else?
All right.
Enjoy watching the expansion draft,
Oh,
everybody.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
They outrighted infielder Hoyt Park off the Major League roster.
So he's sent. Okay. All right. Well, where are they sending back to Somerset?
I don't know.
Okay, so
Or he got outrighted. All right, I don't know what.
yes. Walks. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Oh, he got to play Friday night. Or what night? He got to play two innings.
2 innings.
Yeah.
2 innings. Yeah, just.
No, Scranton. He's going back to Scranton.
Yeah.
Well, he'll. Yeah, I think kid can hit, right? So. Good luck, Hoy. I just like saying your name. Good luck, Hoy. He'll be back. If not now, he'll be back in September. I think they could use him though. Yeah. All right. Cool. And all right, I'll be following along with this game as well. So.
Yeah, so.
All right.
Jeez, I gotta get this one up quick for the expansion draft.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nope.
All right. Anyways, from Ming Chen and the Shared Universe podcast studio, which is under some.
Yeah, we're drying out.
Yeah.
We're drying out.
Another flood hit this building.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And
I'm dealing. We're dealing with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm Cameron Woolley. Be sure to like, subscribe. If you find this, tell your friends.
Yes. Buy a T-shirt.
Go follow me.
Yes.
On all my stuff.
Yes.
And as always, stay classy, New Jersey.